Yeah. Ready? Yes. Go for it. Okay, everybody. Hello and welcome to Faery Foundations by Caravan to Danann. Caravan to Danann. We are a merry band of troublemakers, dancers, shenanigan shakers. And today we have brought you a combination of a spoken word video, a meditation, and we're going to see how that opens up and flows into some discussion and conversation. And then I'm going to take it over to Morgan, who's going to tell you more.
Yeah, so a little bit about the spoken word piece that we will begin with. This is something that we were inspired by the shifts and the changes that are going on in our world right now. Obviously, this is something we've all dealt with our foundations that we've built. We're finding that they're changing, and that can be really frightening. So we wrote a little piece together, a spoken word about the shifts, the changes, trusting the fall, and what that can do for you in life. So basically, after writing that, we took it to the woods. And what you guys will be seeing in video format is our spiritual exploration out in the woods. Everything that you'll see was something that happened in the moment. We were visited by a snake at one point, which was really beautiful. And so you'll be seeing our process of going out into the woods, moving through the piece, physically, vocally, and experiencing what we had written. And then we will move into a meditation that's related to that from there.
Great. And a note on the meditation, we will be descending into some shadow work. When you hear the word cauldron, that's when you know that we're going down. It's your choice. If you want to come down into the cauldron with us, you are welcome to. If you don't, that's fine too. However, we ask that you just get yourself back out, bring yourself back into your body and into the present moment, and have enough confidence in yourself that you're going to be able to move through that and get yourself back up if you need to leave. So the word that you're looking for is cauldron before we begin. Right now, everybody is on mute, but when we're getting to the discussion phase, if you would raise your hand, which there's a button on the bottom for a lot of you folks, if you look at the bottom, you're going to see reactions. And if you tap that reactions, it's going to give you the option to raise your hand. And if you don't see that, that is okay. All you need to do is something like that, and we will work with you. Okay. So I do believe that it is time to begin. We're going to move into the spoken word piece. So bear with us as we transition over. I'm going to push the buttons. Do the thing. Okay. Share screen. Go here. Foundation.
Make sure it's 1080p too.
Should be.
This guy right here? Right here.
That guy.
Yep. Go ahead and click him.
Yeah, he's good.
Yep. Awesome. She will crumple the walls that no longer serve, with wind and with rain and the wrath of time. She will hear your cries, your screams, your sorrows, and she will hold space for them to echo, to be heard, felt, beyond the walls that have fallen, and deep into the belly of the forest.
Foundations, 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 moving, shifting, changing. How is it that a foundation moves? There is something eternal, spiraling, evolving, moving, that started with a heartbeat, an imprint, an initial impulse of love. That which is not of love will be assimilated, integrated, for all things return back to their source.
She will show you the light of the sun peeking through the cracks of the dilapidated ceilings. Her vines will climb, digging their roots into the walls of a life you thought you knew. This is how we build, how we are fulfilled.
What you see as a foundation is one point in time. This one point in time is one step in a line. As you move, and as you find that the foundations that you cling to are no longer clinging to you, look at the bones, look at the rubble, look at what is left.
By trusting the mother and letting go, feeling her heartbeat beneath, around, within.
Foundation. What you build upon and what builds upon you. What's working and what's not. What will stand and what will fall.
Brick laid by hand with sweat and blood and love in the mortar. The human experience pieced together. Gravity pulling the brick down to earth, heavy as hearts that carry sorrow and joy. This is how we build, how we are fulfilled.
How beautiful the structure. Stability, shape, keeping us safe. And if it fell, would it be a shame? But how beautiful it is.
Laying the brick, trusting the fall, and life goes on.
And one day the mother will gobble it up and refill your cup in ways you never saw coming.
And the wind blows,
and the trees know.
They know their place.
They trust their structure.
And all is well.
Okay, I'm gonna see if we can. Well, you know what? Right now, you guys can unmute yourself. Let us know. Could you hear the poem behind that, or was it just images?
I just had to turn the volume up, and I could hear lots of layers of talk.
You could hear the audio. Could you hear the poem? Could you hear the words?
Yeah, I could.
Yes, I heard them, but I wasn't listening. I was trying to gather it all.
That's fair. There's a couple of things moving through that. Just wanted to make sure that you guys heard it. Okay.
And that is something too that I believe we'll get with Linda, and we'll see how we can share the link with you all as well, so that you can watch it on your own time after this.
Let's unmute Max. Yeah.
Oh, perfect. Awesome.
Beautiful. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. Okay, guys. So after that, we're going to move into our meditation. So do what you need to do here to get settled in your space. Find a comfy spot. Ooh, Morgan, will you hand me my drum again?
Yes.
Lady? Thank you. Okay, so as we settle into space here, go ahead and just close your eyes. And here, take a couple of breaths. In and out. And as you breathe, feel the breath moving in, moving out. Take your awareness to the top of your head and notice as you allow yourself to bring that awareness down over your forehead, over your eyes, down your face into your jawline. Notice any relaxation and ease that you feel there. Notice that. And take that awareness down further, down your neck and your throat. Again, noticing any relaxation and ease that is present. Going down further, down the torso of your body, down into your abdomen, through your shoulders, elbows, forearms, hands, and fingers, feeling, noticing, appreciating any relaxation or ease that is present. Down further, through your hips, through your thighs, past your knees, reveling in that relaxation and ease. Down your calves, your ankles, the tops of your feet, the bottom pads of your toes, relaxation and ease. Take a moment to bring your awareness to your heart and the heartbeat. Give yourself permission to go deep within, to be aware of that rhythm. It is here in this rhythm that's within us that we are connected to the heartbeat of the mother, the great, eternal, shifting, ever-changing, ever-present mother deep within. We are rocked and we are known deep within. She is within us, her rhythms, her love, her energy infusing our cells. Her love binds our cells together, infusing them with life force, energy, and vitality. Wherever we are, the mother goes. We can go deep within her, for she is deep within us, in our bones, in our sinews. To her we come from, and to her we shall return. What is there to hide from someone that knows you completely and revels in your evolution? Her patterns inform that spiraling out of growth, love in action. Deep within you, she has planted a seed. If you're willing, find where that seed is in your body. Find it. Be willing. Go on an adventure. Where is it? Where do you feel it? It's calling. It's humming. It's activating. Imagine that seed is lovingly emerging from you, from your body, moving out to be placed within your open and receptive hands. Here you stand on fertile ground, nurturing ground, ground that is constant and curious about what you will bring. If you are willing, take this seed and put it into the ground, into the ground, into the earth, and trust what will become. For you are known, you are seen, you are guided, and you are loved by the Great Mother. Whoa, looky there now. Something is starting to emerge from that gentle and joyful earth. Something green is growing. It's the very beginning of a tree. Watch it grow. 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 And notice what you see. Bigger still, stronger still, up it goes. It is reaching full height. If you're willing, give yourself permission to approach this tree, to place your hands and your forehead upon it and feel. It's time to climb. There's a way. What is the way for you? How is nature providing a pattern for you to follow to climb this tree? What is opening for you? Up you go. Notice what you feel as you climb the bark, the breeze. Feel your body in this space as it moves up this tree. feel. And you're up at the top now, up at the top, up amongst the top tip of those branches, and you can see above the canopy of all the trees for miles and 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 miles. And out far in a distance, far, far in the distance, you see ahead of you possible futures, possible futures. Which one calls your name? Which one holds your rhythm? Which one is lighting up? Pay attention. Focus. Choose. Here. Look. What do you see in this future? What are you doing? Who are you with? And from here, your future self that is already living this life has words of wisdom, rays of light, hope, and encouragement coming straight from the heart of the mother, through the heart chakra of your higher self, straight to your heart chakra, to your awareness. What is that guidance, that encouragement, and hope? What is it? You may get it in the form of words, of an image, of a feeling, or you may just know. What is it? Receive it. Message received. If it feels right and good for you to do so, give gratitude to your future self. Noticing the leaves around you, the colors that are there, the texture of the twigs and the branches, the sounds and the sensations of being in the treetops. Be. And you hear a bird, many birds coming towards you, landing in your tree, friendly, open, here for you. They have traveled the distance between where you are now and where your future self and future lies many times over, and they have gifts of wisdom, best practices, if you will, to offer you. Listen to them. What do they bring? What do they know? Here in this space, the birds see you with eyes of many different perspectives and complete and total compassion from where you are and what it will take to get to where you will be. And in this knowing, they leave. Feel free to express your gratitude.
The wind blows, a shift grows, and a light rain moves in as you sit at the tops of the trees. Your perception shifts from seeing the macro, the land in front of you, the tops of the trees, to seeing each individual leaf, to noticing the wings of the birds and each individual feather, the drops of the rain falling on your skin, how they pool on your shoulders and trickle down your back. The clouds above you, the condensation, cool on your breath and your skin. The micro, the here and the now, the present. You feel each breath entering and exiting your lungs, tethering you to the present moment, connecting you even deeper to the heartbeat within, the heartbeat beneath in the earth. And it is from here that you descend down the limbs of the trees, climbing down the trunk, feeling the moss crunch beneath your feet, the roughness of the bark underneath your fingernails, the micro, the here and the now. Noticing the animals that inhabit the tree, the kingdom that lives within this one being. The holes, the scratches that animals have left behind on the bark. The sway of each individual leaf. Moving down the trunk of the tree. Until you reach the bottom. Take a moment to feel your feet on the earth and to connect with all that surrounds you. Each sound, each smell, each vibration and frequency buzzing around you. Perhaps even those you cannot see. And notice the micro within you. The expansion and release of each pump of your heart. the expansion and release of your lungs, the gentle movement of your rib cage. The micro, the here and the now, the tiny pieces that make up your intricate being. Breathe deeply and allow yourself to descend even deeper into the earth, sinking, melding with the soil until your feet are covered, your calves, your knees, your thighs, hip bones, and pelvis, sinking deeper and deeper to your torso, your rib cage, your chest, neck, and feel your face and your head as they descend beneath the soil, encased with the rich, cool, and damp presence of the earth. You are beneath. You are within. You are here. The micro, the here and the now. Extend roots out of your body, coming from your ears, from your eyes, from your shoulders, your fingertips, your feet, and your knees. Every which way you grow roots, wiggling through the cool and damp earth and stretching as wide as they can, pushing past the beetles, the maggots, the worms, those that decay, those that break down. The smallest forms of life under the earth, here and present with you now. Allow your roots to wrap around seeds within the earth, and these seeds slowly but surely grow into past versions of yourself. Far back to your childhood, all the way to just seconds or moments ago. Different versions of you with different memories, wisdom. Drink in the memories. Drink in the experiences. And learn. These past versions of yourself have wisdom for you, lessons for you. Listen to what it is they have to teach. You feel the roots slowly recoiling back into your body, back to your core. As you rise up through the earth, your head emerging, your neck and shoulders, your chest and torso, meeting the cool air above the surface, your hips, your thighs, your knees and calves, your ankles and feet, until you find yourself covered in soil and mud, wild and untamed, standing in front of a blazing cauldron, flickering.
You can feel the heat on your skin. It's an invitation. Do you go closer? Maybe just a step closer. Notice what is rising within you as you approach. Notice what is rising within you as you approach. Go further. Go further. Go further. Look over. Look over, 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 into the cauldron, into the cauldron, into the cauldron, eternal opening void. All that is, that ever was, is here. You have a opportunity to enter. Do you enter? Are you willing? As you move in, you are taken by a current stronger than you, bigger than you, and it pulls you in a counterclockwise motion, moving, swirling, that centripetal force taking over. You can feel the very atoms of you falling apart, calling out their names to be renamed and taken back home. Things are shifting, losing what is happening. How am I going to ever anchor in this space of continual motion? Where am I? What am I? Who am I? What will you let go here? You can be willing, or you can hold on, but it will be taken. You are in my domain. So here, gentle traveler, feel what is asking to be released, and ask what it is that's within you that is calling forth to be made known so that you can release it. It is up to you. What will you do?
Swirling, swirling, swirling. Clockwise now it moves. You feel a shift, a change, as you feel fire in your blood, fire in your veins, passion growing through you as you swirl in a clockwise motion. Reaching deep into the cauldron, you grab your blood, your guts, the goop of who you once were. You dig deeply and you form. What is this moment asking of you? Who can you become? How can you shape yourself? So out of the blood and guts, you mold, you shape, you form what is meant to be. Feeling the blood, feeling the fire within you. Form, shape, grow, form, shape, mold. Mold into what is meant to be. Mold what is meant to be. And here, it is silent. You hear in the distance the heartbeat of the mother, playing the most beautiful song, reminding you that she controls all. She moves all. She is all. And you, dear traveler, are her. Feel her heartbeat in your veins, in your blood, throughout your entire being. Feel her dancing through you. Find your heartbeat once more. Connecting to your breath. The mother calls you home, back to your body, back to the here and the now. Feel free to move about, coming back to your present space, back to your body. And whenever you are ready, slowly open your eyes.
That was magical.
Oh, thank you. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back. I'd like to open the floor at this point. If anyone would like to share, and keep in mind, we've got about 10 minutes left. If anyone would like to share something they experienced in the meditation or something where the video intersected with you and where you are now, or anything about how your foundations have been shifting and changing and what that means for you, we would love to hear it. So if you just raise a hand, we will listen. We will all listen.
I wanted to share something. When we went at the top of the tree and the future was there, and as always in my life, there's too many choices. And there was a lot of, I felt small adjustments on several etheric bodies that I can't put my finger on to talk about it, but I'll be looking at that. But it was amazing. I could definitely see you two taking your medicine and making meditations for the world. Wow. Just wow.
You.
Thank you.
So something that has been popping up in my life recently, and maybe some of you have experienced this too, is stagnation in the very physical form of my kitchen sink clogging and not moving along, and starting to take some of those lessons, and in moving back past the past selves. I was able to re-experience some things that I've seen in visions of past lives before with a partner who I lost. And when asking what lessons and what is it to release, it was interesting to hear the what lessons first being, the only lesson is how to let go. The only lesson is that everything is temporary. The only lesson is to enjoy the beauty while it lasts, and to not fear that it's going to fade, because a new flower is going to come in its place. And had to step out for a minute because my child knocked over something really big. So when I came back hearing, okay, you know, what are you ready to release? And if you're not, I'm going to take it for you, right after this very jarring thing outside of the room was fascinating. That's it.
Thank you, Beth. Thank you. It's a very micro, macro moment. Things knocking over outside when you're in the middle of meditation. Sound effects. I love it.
So it was interesting for me up here. I sat down not knowing, what I was getting into, but like, this is what I am currently working on. And it's tree bark sheaths that I've been shellacking to make altars and divination throwing bowls out of. And just getting that tactile moment when you started talking about feeling the bark and looking for the line up the tree, and meditation, especially like guided meditation, can be very difficult for me because I am such a tactile person. And that moment just, I felt it like click into place. And you get that moment of like, buckle up because it's coming. So there was a lot of the just kind of sinking into the feeling and sinking into the moment, and really hearing what has been quietly whispered by something outside of myself and others, but said just directly into my brain. That was a moment.
Thank you for sharing that, Lane. Thank you. Oh. Surprises. Yeah. See. Looks like we have time for one more comment or question. If anybody else would like to share?
When you explained the tree growing and you said to put your hand and your forehead on, I got a real feeling of sadness. Is there a reason for that?
Ooh, that's an excellent question. And what I would say, And I'm curious to see what Morgan's perspective is too on this. What I would say is go deeper in another meditation. And the image that I'm getting for you too with the tree is it physically go find a tree that you like, or that you feel safe with, or that you feel calls to you, and put your back up against it. Go into that meditation again. Create it in your own way, in a way that feels good, and ask those questions. And you may even want to call in the Great Mother or the Dark Mother with you as well. And there's something that's coming up as I say this. There's something I've read recently. It's from a book called The Heart of the Great Mother that was just gorgeous, and it was talking about in the moments of transitions, when it's incredibly hard for human beings, that her love is no greater for us than at that moment. So let that be a torch for you, as you allow yourself to open and receive. And then pass it over to Morgan.
Yeah, definitely. I would also say going deeper in meditation would be extremely beneficial for you. Particularly, I think about the meditation and where that tree came from, coming from a seed within you. Perhaps if you remember where that seed came from in your body, and if there was a moment of feeling and acknowledging that, spend some time with that center of your body to digging deeper, diving deeper into meditation with the Earth Mother, and feeling through kind of in a sensory way too, where that came from in your body. That may give you some clues as to why there was some sadness in that as well.
Yeah.
Okay. Another thing is, when we climbed the tree, at first I felt like if I climbed the tree, it would crumble. And then when I finally did get to the top of the tree, I didn't see much besides mist.
Well, one of the things to keep in mind with meditation is that there's no right or wrong. Mm-hmm. And also the other thing that I find that is incredibly healing and an interesting and very good guide, and I would say trustworthy, is curiosity. One of the things that might be beneficial for you is to do some free writing around it. And there's another form of free writing. If if writing and journaling isn't your style, the other thing that I do, I will straight up talk to myself. I've got interesting little places in my house where I'll walk in circles and just let the information flow. And that works for people that are a little bit more tactile, and also if they need to communicate quickly. So those would be two options that I would tell you to explore if you want to go further. But I would give yourself permission to not necessarily understand the intellectual meaning of it, but give yourself permission to discover and explore what the message is for you. And part of your work is going to be defining your question, because that will guide you.
Absolutely.
Right.
I think as well, paying attention to the days that follow this, any dreams that you may have, things like that. I've often found with meditations I've done where I'm super confused afterwards. Journaling doesn't seem to do anything in the moment. Just sleeping on it, giving it time, and accepting that you may not understand it in this moment will help that thought to bloom into something that you can concretely put down on paper, or whatever method you choose.
That's beautiful. And it looks like we're coming to the end. We want to thank you guys so much for everybody's time and attention and focus. The world to us times 22. We can't do this kind of work without you. We do it. You're a big part of why we do the thing. You in action. You right here. You guys. You. All of you guys. You. Quick question for the powers that be. Do we just need to pop in as far as taking the video and being able to apply it, do we put it in the Zoom group chat? Is that how we share it? Gotcha. Thank you. Beautiful
stuff. Thank you guys so much for being here.
And if you want to go further, you can find us on Instagram and Facebook, just Caravan to Danann. It's Caravan like you would think it would be spelled, and then DEDANANN. And that's where you can stay in touch. Until next time.
Yes,
Bye.